Today we're reacting to 60 weird laws across the world. Without any further ado, let's see what they talk about.
60 weird laws across the world. That's exactly what we're gonna discuss about today. Starting from banning
I dare one of y'all to say that. I know it's pronounced Niger. I'm sorry.
chewing gums to paying for desks and chairs at school. Yeah, let's just get right into it. In Singapore, it is illegal to chew gum except for medical purposes. But as this person pointed, it is being ignored by citizens. The fines could go.
Why is it illegal and what medical benefits do gum have?
All the way to $2,000, and if you're caught selling it, up to $100,000 or 2 years.
Jail for chewing gum? I need more context to this. Like, what is it about gum that has medical benefits but could also get you sent to jail, bro? Are they selling neuro gum out there? Like, I'm confused. Is there crack infused in it? I don't understand.
In prison. In Milano, Italy, there was a legal requirement to smile at all times except during funerals or hospital visits. Yeah, it's clearly not happening anymore.
What?
In Turin, also in...
I mean, like, with that mindset, people would probably end up smiling at funerals anyway, just off of habit, so, like,
anymore. In Turin, also in Italy, dog owners must walk their dogs at least 3 times a day. What? Why?
Based, I guess?
Speaking of dogs, you must pay a tax if you own a dog in Finland. And in Finland, you are also required by law to grow hops if you own a house. Yeah, that's a must.
Why? To grow hops if you own a... The thing, I wish this video gave me more context, bro, because I really don't... It does not make sense to me. First of all, I'm too lazy to walk my dog 3 times a day. Absolutely not. Number 2, grow a specific plant? Like, why? Like, the hell?
In Venice, Italy, it is illegal to feed pigeons. And I've actually seen it myself. And I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. I actually broke the law. Yeah, I hope FBI doesn't watch this video. If you don't fly...
Have you guys ever tried to feed a pigeon at like an amusement park or something, bro? The whole fucking family and the 6 generations of the ancestry all get the news and then they just start bothering you. It's ridiculous.
The toilet in Singapore, you're gonna be fined $150. With $150, you can buy a lot of stuff, not gonna lie.
Bro, like, yes, this is what we need here in America. This is why other countries are so clean, because they actually enforce laws that punish dirty niggas. We need more of that, if you ask me.
In Canada, if you have a payment of more than $10, it is illegal to pay with coins. Why? So Canada apparently bans climbing on a tree, especially in Toronto and Ottawa. Someone in 2013 climbed a tree and they earned themselves a fine of $365.
Damn, what if this is normalized where you come from, man? Sure.
These Australian laws are just so funny. So, it is illegal to be drunk in a pub. What's the purpose of the pub then? It is illegal to dress...
What? What's the point? Isn't the point of pubs to get drunk? I don't know.
Up as Batman and Robin. And this is the funniest. If you cannot get to a urinal in time, it is perfectly legal to urinate on your own vehicle's rear left tire.
Specifically the rear left one. So like if I can't get to the left one in time and I whip my meat out and I do it on the back right one, like, are the police gonna stop me? But why so specific?
And I was wondering, is it illegal on your right tire then?
That's the
logic, I guess. Oh yeah, let's move on to some random ones. In Samoa, it is illegal to forget your wife's birthday. So if you forget your wife's birthday, the husband is warned at first. But if he's caught again, then he'll definitely spend time in jail.
The thing about some of these too is like, how can you prove these in a court system? Like, is it like, oh, honey, guess what today is? I don't really know what today is. What is today? And then she just immediately calls the cops, and then it's like, oh, and then the cop pulls up, and he's just like, knock, knock, it's FBI. What's your wife's birthday? And then he has to like, how do you prove that in a court I'm so sorry, guys.
In Bermuda, it is illegal to walk barefoot in public. Don't ask me why. In
Bermuda? No
United
one's
Arab
going there
Emirates,
anyway.
it is
Fuck
illegal
that
to
country.
swear. That's right. Someone last year was actually arrested and was put in jail for 3 weeks for simply
For
swearing
swearing?
at someone. It is illegal to wear.
I heard a lot of messed up things about Dubai's laws, especially pertaining to women. I don't know. That's a country I can pass on personally. What do you guys think?
A mask in public in Denmark. And no, I don't mean this mask, I mean this mask. The reason is because people
What?
want to see themselves at public places, so they just introduced this law, I guess. You cannot turn off your phone's camera sound in South Korea and Japan. So if you buy a phone in the country, you will be unable to turn off the shutter sound.
I don't know if it's illegal or not, obviously, because inevitably when foreigners come from other countries, they're going to have phones without shutter sounds on them. But I know it's actually a thing where like people will pay a decent amount. At least I heard it's a good thing where people will pay a decent amount of money for an American phone in Japan and Korea because it doesn't have that sound on it. Not even because they want to do certain things. Like I think obviously they do that because of perverts trying to like sneak their phones up random women's skirts on the train station. But like it's annoying. Like imagine every time you take a picture, you hear a loud ass. Like no one wants to deal with that shit. So yeah, I get it.
This is the shutter sound. And this was to prevent the hidden camera crisis which hit South Korea. In Argentina, it is illegal to name a child after a fictional or notable character. And yeah, that includes Messi, of course.
I wouldn't care about this under normal circumstances, but I'm not gonna lie, our generation is gonna grow up with a lot, or the next generation is gonna grow up with a lot of Naruto's, Amakis, and fucking Patrick Stars in school, bro, just because it meant a lot to the mom. And that's not gonna be a good world, bro.
India, it is illegal to take Indian currency out of the country. There's a limit of 25,000 Indian rupees you can take while traveling. And if you're caught taking more than that, you're gonna spend time in jail. You are not allowed to take a selfie with Buddha in Sri Lanka. The reason is
I'm sure all these three guys are doing 15 right now.
Because you turn your back to him. And actually, in 2014, a British woman was jailed.
Is it illegal to turn your back to him in general, or is it just under the circumstances of taking selfies? I'm sure there's a lot of, like, let's say you're taking a picture in front of the Buddha and then you walk away. You're turning your back to him, then what?
For 3 days for taking a selfie, so be careful. In Germany, it is basically legal to break out of jail. Yeah, that is true. So escaping from prison is not considered a crime.
How easy
it is considered as a basic human instinct to be free.
I'm not mad at this because it's like, yo, I think it puts a lot of pressure on and responsibility on the jail system because it's like, yo, how the fuck did you put together a jail that people can break out of? Like, if your jail is so shitty to where people can break out of it, they deserve to be free. I like that. It's not bad.
So attempting to escape is not punishable by law. Unless if you commit other offenses, such as damage to a property or harming someone during the escape. Then obviously, yeah, you're gonna have more security measures. And if you run out of fuel on an autobahn or highway, you can get a fine up to $70 in Germany. So fill your gases before you go to Germany. USA has a lot of weird laws. In Alabama, it is illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in church. So what is the reason of this law? In Iowa, it's against the law to kiss for more than 5 minutes. And it is not allowed for a mustache man to kiss a woman at all. Okay, and Minnesota! It's illegal for a man to make love to his wife if his breath smells like garlic, onions, or sardines.
Once again, how do you prove this in a judicial system? Like, if any of these laws are real, they have to be one of those laws to where, like, they're just not enforced because they're so hard to prove or no one like gives a fuck. Because, like, what do you mean I can't kiss my wife if my breath smells like sardines? It's my fucking wife. If I had a TikTok sardine plate and I want to get a little sneaky, whose business is that but my own and my wife's? What the fuck? What's going on?
And I wonder, how will police know that? In Missouri, single
Yeah.
men between the ages of 21 and 50 must pay an annual tax of $1. What? If you honk your car excessively in New York City, you're gonna have to pay a fine of $350. You are not allowed to tickle a woman.
As a girl, oh wow, I was gonna say some dumb shit. As a dude from New York, I'll tell you right now, people break this law all the time. People literally break that. People actually do worse things behind the wheel that they never get held accounted for. So, yeah, don't take that one too seriously, Bi.
In Virginia and in Massachusetts, a person is not allowed to go to bed without a shower. Again, how will the judge have proof?
Yeah,
I guess they will.
again,
Okay, I'm not. What
this
the
video
hell?
has to
If
be
a
fixed.
Finnish
A lot
taxi
of this stuff
driver
has to be
plays
fixed.
any music in their car for a paying customer, then they must pay royalties for the musician. Why is Finland?
That is insane. That's some YouTube shit right there. Like, I swear to God, you can't even play games on YouTube because literally 5 seconds of music, all the revenue from your video goes to the company of the label, bro. That the song that you're listening to. 5 seconds of music. Imagine this bleeding into real life. That's insane.
Full of taxes. In Germany, if you drink and then bike, you can lose your driving license. Now let's see what India has.
I'm not mad at that once again. Why the fuck would you want to do that? Is that some sort of sick challenge?
What India has. You need a license for flying kites in India, and if you're caught, you risk a fine up to 500 Indian rupees.
A light, so like you have to go to like kite flying school? That's a business? Nice.
But as you guys said, most of the people ignored this law, but guys,
Okay,
be careful
makes
either
sense.
way. In the state of Maharashtra, particularly in Mumbai, you are not allowed to dance at all in bars. So what's the purpose of the bar then? You guys probably know that the
Yeah.
national symbol of Georgia is a chicken. And well, if you steal a chicken in Georgia, you might as well just stay at jail for 10 years. That is excessive, but okay. And in fact, there are so many chickens in Georgia, it is illegal for your chicken to cross the road in Georgia.
Sick ass joke.
What will
bro.
happen to the chickens then? Will
Sick joke that whatever lawmakers like they thought they were funny as hell with that one. No.
they get arrested? Probably. Winnie the Pooh is completely illegal in Poland. In fact, if you
Okay, can I
wear
please-
a
can I hear
Winnie
why?
Pooh t-shirt, you
I hear
can
why?
get arrested, as
Can I hear
Poland
why?
issued a ban on
Oh.
Winnie Pooh for...
Okay.
Yeah, let's move on.
Because he doesn't wear pants? Do you know how many anthropomorphic animal characters also don't wear? I don't really get it.
When you get in a village in New Jersey, you must honk when passing a car. So like you pass a car. It is illegal to pee in the ocean
Again,
in Portugal.
I don't think
but
they
I
enforce this.
wonder, how are they gonna check that? It used to
That
be
too.
illegal for people in Malawi to fart. Okay. It is illegal to
They
drive
just die from internal. Never mind.
Okay, it is illegal to drive a dirty car in Russia. This law has actually been existing for the past 100 years,
Based.
and if the police catch you, you risk a fine of 30 euros.
Your car is too dirty. You have to pay. Yo, Russians are so funny, bro. Like, holy shit.
It is illegal to build a sandcastle in Spain. So if you build a sandcastle in Spain, especially in some regions, you could pay a fine up to 1,500
Specifically a castle, guys. If it's a sand house or a sand condo, you're good.
euro. 1,500 euros is the average salary in Moldova for 3 months. And we're gonna
shit.
end up with North Korea. Oh god.
Oh, man. Oh, you can make a whole video about this alone.
Here we go. All men and women can only have one of the 28 government
I remember seeing this. Yeah. Be honest, y'all. If I go to North Korea, you think I'm cooked? You think there's any way they could get me right to where I could have one of these, or like what we thinking, chat?
approved haircuts. 18 for women and 10 for men. Other hairstyles are completely prohibited. The students must pay
black
for their
people out
desks and chairs in the class, and school fees
What?
don't even cover this. If you fall asleep during a meeting,
Imagine me having to pay for a desk and a chair to be brainwashed by a government dictatorship. Well, honestly, I guess the fact that it's a government dictatorship makes it to where, like, yeah, they could really do whatever they want. Yeah.
While Kim Jong-un is speaking, you could go to execution. If you fall asleep during a meeting while Kim Jong-un is speaking, you could go to execution. You cannot watch films or music that is from another country. So someone was caught in 2022 watching an American movie, and that person was later executed. You are not allowed
That's
to
messed up, bro. Imagine, like, this is how you know we take art for granted. There are people that died to watch an American movie. Who God knows if it was even good or not. But there are people that died for this, bro. They're gone. They're not here anymore. And we could literally just have entertainment at the tips of our fingers. That's something to think about.
and that person was later executed. You are not allowed to leave North Korea. There is no World Wide Web, and you can't even make international calls. They have access to internet, but there are only 28 websites, and all of them are under government supervision. You can't wear jeans, as they are considered a symbol of capitalism. You can't have the same name as the president. In the elections, there's only one candidate. And finally, every household and public building must display the portraits of the North Korea's boss leaders, which are Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il. And if you don't do that, you're gonna be in big trouble. And yeah, oh my god. Thank you guys for watching this crazy video. Hopefully you guys...
That was interesting. Oh no, man, I can't help but think some of these are either like fake clickbait or like not regularly enforced at all for very understandable reasons. Let me know which laws you guys thought were the craziest. But thanks for watching. Let me know which laws you guys thought were the craziest. If you're from these countries, let me know if these are true, because I really am actually curious about some. Overall, thank you guys for watching. I'm out.